It's already been an exciting morning. Let's make sure that people can see us. It's I'm not kidding. At 9:58, my computer shut off. And I have I mean it's not that old, but technology now it like becomes a paperweight after 2 years. I don't know. I think my laptop is 5 years old. And as I was like maneuvering everything and getting everything going this morning, I accidentally knocked out the power cord and didn't notice. So at 9:58, it went dead. My screen went black and it was just like You want to see that again? I mean, it was ridiculous. And I'm like sweating now and I'm gonna glisten for a minute. I don't know what's wrong with I've literally been sitting at my desk since 7 a.m. I mean, I got coffee and stuff like that, but it's like I was prepared. I have an outline. I was catching up on messages. I mean, it was ridiculous. And so then it came back on right at 10 o'clock and I was like, all deep breathing, you get the, yeah, anyways. Hi, good morning. It is March 3rd. Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. As usual, life is a struggle. I saw this quote the other day that was like, anybody who told you life was hard was lying. No, wait. I messed that up already. Damn. There you go. Oh. I'm just going to stop talking. Tipsy Tuesday is not canceled, but just, take me out of my, yeah, I'm just going to stop. Okay, moving right along. So, as everybody's enjoying every faux pas I've already done this morning, I'm going to take a sip of coffee and regroup. Hello from Nashville, Tennessee. I heard you guys got tornadoes last night. I hope you and yours are safe. It's not tornado season, let's be honest. I ended up with children in my bed because of thunderstorms. Anyway, it is March 3rd. It is raining here again. I really, 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 really thought that the rain would end as soon as February was over. I'm not that lucky, apparently. Hello from the UK. Do you know how exciting it is for a little Georgia girl to have people in the UK? Before we get going, we're just waiting for a few more people to join us because, well, I know there's more than 2 of you out there. Usually, give or take. I showered this morning. We get all the kids up at 6 a.m., which is terrible, and it's my biggest complaint about the public school system. I'm just not a morning person. But we get everybody up at 6 a.m., and we immediately start get dressed, come on, get dressed, really pepping them up for the day, and everybody's in a happy mood. And I'm like, all right, gonna get in the shower. And the look on my husband's face is like, oh my God, it's just ridiculous. So I dutifully take a shower because it's Tuesday and, I want to look at least not at all pulled together. And I'm oversharing now. I'm not kidding. One of my children stole my hairdryer. Are they helping me succeed? Are they being supportive? I don't know what's going on. I looked in every bathroom. I've looked in their bedrooms. My oldest just got a pixie haircut, so it's super short. And yet, I can't find my hairdryer. I feel sure that it's being used for an art project somewhere. That's just how my life is going. So at the end of the day, I'm sure it will show up, but this is what happens. My hair just doesn't dry, and it gets a little wavy. And that's fine. It's awesome. I'm a little lazy anyway, but it just makes me laugh. The one day of the week, I actually want to dry my hair. Thank you, kids. This week on Tipsy Tuesday, I have a lot to go over, and so I gotta stop oversharing with you. Good morning. Woo! Jenny Stevens, you asked, you're from Spain. Hello. My husband goes to Barcelona, and I've been once, and I love it. And Denver. Oh, I have a dream. Anyway. You asked if I could ever come to Spain. If I ever make it again, I've only been once, but we dream the dream. I love traveling, and so I would hope so. Speaking of which, I'll just jump right into this. Ashley Lovett is one of our associates here at 5 out of 4. She is currently in San Antonio, and she's going to drive up to Dallas the weekend of the 14th, so on the 14th. And we are planning a little impromptu get-together. And I decided to join her. So there you go. I'm going to be in Dallas, Texas next weekend, and we're hoping to meet for brunch at about 9 a.m. and then head over to the Warehouse Fabric District, or like where they've set up shop after the tornado. I know Amy Wilson was talking about joining us. Hopefully a few more people can join us. That would be super fun. No pressure. I'm sure that I will be awkward and make everyone else feel better about themselves. That's what I excel at. We will set up an event in the 5 out of 4 group so that you know the details. If you get confused or lost or, I don't know, whatever, you can always find me here. Heidi just told me she's sending me a birthday card. I'm so excited. I don't think I've never been to Denmark. I've been to a lot of countries like around Denmark, and my map skills are lacking. But one day, Heidi, one day. All right, let's see. I just told you about Dallas. Look for that event. Okay, the candy pants. As much as I harassed Rochelle about the name, I have to admit, they did amazingly well. So I will stop harassing you about the candy pants. Seriously. Anyway. It is our bestseller so far this year, which I know it's only February, but that is really saying something because it did amazingly well. And if you believe in having something to chase, well, now the candy pants are what we're chasing. So that is really exciting for both Rochelle and 5 out of 4 in general. Apparently, you guys really like yoga pants. Who knew? So if anybody else has another pattern that is not, saturated already in the market and you're looking for 5 out of 4 to do it, by all means, tell us because now we're listening. We always listen. I'm just kidding. Speaking of always listening, one thing that we have been asked repeatedly for are sweatshirt jackets. Okay. So, not kidding. We've been in business for 5 years. I think I've been asked for sweatshirt jackets for 5 years. And part of it is because I wear sweatshirt jackets. That's not why people ask me, but it's just one of those things that I think a lot of people wear. For me, I wear it all year round because I'm cold all the time. Such is life. And in the winter, it doesn't get that cold here. It just rains, apparently. And so I wear it in the winter, too. So those will be coming next week. I was supposed to pick a name. I offered a prize to somebody for giving me ideas. We were down to 2, and I can't really decide. And part of the reason I couldn't decide is because at the last minute, I thought of a name. But the 2 that we liked were Arthur, Molly, and Ron. Because, well, that made me laugh. And I'm still wondering where my redheaded children are. My kids are going to tell their therapist one day, like, my mom just wanted a redhead. My hair used to be a lot redder than I had children. Anyway, moving right along. And the other one that we liked was Ferris, Sloan, and Cameron. I like both of those. In the middle of the night, or maybe actually it was during Tipsy Tuesday last week, another one that occurred to me was Eric, Donna, and Hyde, or I could do Red, Kitty, and Eric. Could go either way. I'm kind of leaning towards Eric, Donna, and Hyde because it makes me laugh. And as you know, I like to laugh, mostly at myself. I'm just looking through the comments. Barcelona is definitely one of my favorites. It's unbelievable. I was really trying to persuade my husband that we needed to move there so that they could grow that. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't ask me what my husband does for a living. See, Michelle, it's not fair. You have brown hair. I thought that the problem was we already have a Molly pattern. I didn't say Molly. I said Donna. Oh, right. Christy, I see your comment. We already have a Molly pattern. That's what happens when you have a lot of patterns. Now my cheeks are going to get red. That's not my pattern. Oh God, I'm really embarrassed. Anyway. Yeah, I'm jealous of your redheads. I see, and I didn't marry a man with red hair. I always thought that was my downfall, that I should have married a blonde or a redhead, and then I would have had all the redheaded babies. And then last summer, one of my children started using Sun-In. I don't know where she got it. It's like a spray that's supposed to lighten your hair. These are not things that I ever cared about. And all of a sudden, her hair started to turn this orange, and I was legit excited. I was like, oh. And she finally told me, and it was like the world just crashed on top of me. Okay, yes, I have issues, and yes, I'm aware of it. Okay, moving right along. Sweatshirt jackets are coming out next week. They will not be named Arthur, Molly, and Ron. But but I liked that one, and so I will look up that person's name, and Laura knows because she was helping me look through the names, and you will win a $10 gift card. And then since I also liked Cameron, Ferris, and Sloan, you will win a $10 gift card too. Laura, hopefully you're writing this down. I'm writing it down. How about that? Okay. I kept saying that the sweatshirt jackets were due on 3/11. I think it was literally because I like to sing 3/11 in my head right as I said that. It's really 3/10. I just don't know the date. So next Tuesday, that's the key point. All right, one thing that I really wanted to talk to you about was the growth of 5 out of 4. So I'm going to share a little bit about personal growth and how I'm really excited to pay myself this year. So we've been in business for 5 years. Every year I live a life of luxury, meaning that my husband can fully support us. I feel like that's a lot of pressure on him. And so it's always been sort of my hope to grow 5 out of 4 to where I can start providing for my family. And this year I've decided we're at that point because I paid for a new website. And while I might tweak it a little bit and still doing some improvements and frankly some fixes, I'm at the point where I won't make a lot, but I can pay myself. So moving on from there, as far as how I'd like 5 out of 4 to grow, I'm also really, really excited about more patterns because I do love this and that's why I got into it. But I'm also taking a class in, I'm turning that off. Funny. So I'm taking a class in surface pattern design. So as such, I'm learning how to do repeat patterns in Illustrator and then also like how to market myself. I heard about this class through Mr. Domestic. I think I mentioned it last week. I'm repeating myself, whatever. But then also I decided I needed to learn like to go back and work on my own art. So to give you a little bit of insight into Jessica's very messy brain, I went to a performing and fine arts elementary school. It was like a magnet school. I rode the bus for an hour. I don't know why. I loved it. And we did art a lot. And then I was there until 5th grade. And then we moved to Atlanta. And so starting in 5th grade, when we moved to Atlanta, I didn't do art anymore. And I remember in high school, I was total sports jock, blah, blah, blah. But I was almost intimidated by all the people who were already in art, and I just never got over that. Yeah, that's my own issue. And then when I went to college, I actually went back to art studio because I started in architecture. It turns out that I value sleeping a lot more than my architecture classmates, and so I didn't last that long. I lasted 2 years. But as part of that, I got to take studio drawing classes, and I loved it. Now, fast forward to another degree that I'm not currently using, and 20 some odd years later, we're back. And so I have never watercolored before. So now I'm taking I'm just randomly searching on YouTube for how to watercolor. And I made this last night. Just so I could figure out how to mix colors because my brain, so I'm taking this other kind of art, just to sort of give me some ideas. It's like a online community. I don't know. It's called Matt's Make Art That Sells. I found it through Instagram. It looked interesting. Her style was really sort of folksy / witty / I see it on a lot of socks in cool stores. I don't know. So rabbit hole, whatever. I started getting into it. And then the first part of that class was to do St. John's wort. I've never actually seen St. John's wort in the wild. And this was literally my first watercolor. This one, not the other one. I did that one last night. So it was a challenge. And you can see some of the perspective and stuff. And I find that my own critical brain is not healthy. And so I've started really working on that sort of more the mental side of things. But the important part is that I just want to keep doing art every day. And so I have a sketchbook around here. And part of it to me is sharing it, frankly. So I started can you see these? Just doing some drawings of flowers, just kind of getting back into the creative groove of drawing, just reminding myself, right? So anyway, that's where I am. And I'm pretty excited because with surface pattern design, you can do wallpaper and blankets and whatever. And you can like upload your things to like Redbubble and Society6 and then like get you know, you can be on an iPhone cover, right? And so it's just a way to diversify income, i.e. bring more income both into 5 out of 4 to help it grow and then also into my family. So that's really exciting. It's also scary. It is. That's the only way to word it. It's scary to like put yourself out there, especially when you're like a horrible introvert. Not a horrible. There's nothing horrible about being an introvert, but like I don't feel creative. And I have this critical voice that's like, what are you doing? I don't know if you can hear that voice, but I can hear it. So anyways, it's a good reminder. As part of my it's called Immersion, my surface design class. She talks about like the starving artist thought, which is like all the negative self-talk. This is Bonnie Christine, who is a fabric designer. That's where all of this is leading, by the way. She talks about the starving artist thought, and then she also talks about the opposite, the flourishing thought. And so I'm really like, I'm a pretty positive person, and I definitely don't lack in confidence in most ways. But at the same time, like, I have those negative thoughts, like 100%. I just don't allow them to park and take up residence. But when you're putting your art out there, it changes a little things. So that is my current struggle. Let me go back to my notes so I stay on task because we're 15 minutes into this and I'm still talking about me. Well, I guess me and 5 out of 4, like, you know, synergy. It's always good that I can make myself laugh. All right, coming up with 5 out of 4. To go back to that really quick, you will see more artwork, both on Instagram, mostly on Instagram. I'll be sharing. It's like a struggle, and so sometimes I put it in the stories because they disappear. I have issues. I told you. Hopefully I'm not alone, right? I'm sharing this because I have a pretty good feeling that I'm not alone. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Evie Tink. Oh, Heidi's so sweet. She's trying to get me a birthday card on time. That's amazing. You know, Heidi, I would love to see your husband perform, but at the same time, I really want to see him dressed up like Santa. Life goals. Okay, moving right along. So also, we have the sweatshirt jackets next week, and then beyond that, I'm working on a woven Easter dress for women. I swear it's not going to be hard. The Meg dress did not get a lot of love. Even though I think it's like doable and it's knit, this one is going to be a little bit looser, more relaxed, but still lovely. Very feminine. If you ask me if I like ruffles, my first answer is no. And then I see this picture or like my idea, you know, it's like from the marketplace, whatever. Then I'm like, I'd wear that. So that's what I'll be working on. And then Rochelle actually has a tie dress, and I'm going to throw her under the bus right now. Are you ready? Hopefully she's watching. We're trying to persuade her to do a kid's version of her women's tie dress. So tell her to do it. All right? All right. Thank you. All right. Moving right along. So she's working on that. Our February fan giveaway on YouTube for the projector. The winner is, drumroll, I can't make that noise, Karen Matheson. Wah! Congratulations. You won the projector from 5 out of 4. Laura O'Neill will be contacting you via PM, probably. And, yeah, she'll get you set up with that. Here's my question to you, right? Oh, you know what? How about I do a giveaway today? I've already asked you a couple of questions. Oh, I forgot, like, the main thing. Here it is. And Laura didn't even remind me, but she's sitting by to put the link in the comments, both on YouTube and on Facebook. So I have set up a user research question because as part of me diversifying 5 out of 4 and growing it, one of the things we keep coming back to is teaching an online class. Not just like a sew-along, but a little bit more in depth. And so this would be held on like Udemy or Teachable or their Skillshare is one of them. And so Rochelle just knows that I'm telling everybody to tell her to do kids patterns. So Laura just posted it on Facebook, and I'm sure she'll post it on YouTube as well. This is just a questionnaire that I'm asking if you've ever taken an online class, what type of topics would you like to see. We're trying to find I actually honestly believe in my heart that each of us has a unique voice, and so the market is not saturated, whether it's for patterns or for art or for classes. I really believe that your unique voice, and in this case, our 5 out of 4 unique voice, will always have a place. So we're asking for your help. So from the people who answer the questions, you don't have to answer all of them. I didn't make any of them required, but we're just looking for information. I will pick a winner or two, or I don't know, a couple, or I guess more than a couple, whatever, for a $10 5 out of 4 gift cards. How's that sound? All right, so Laura's posted those. Moving right along. What should we give away on YouTube in March? What do you think? I mean, I feel like we've kind of done a little bit of everything at this point. I mean, I could just do like the giant 5 out of 4 gift card. I could do an Amazon gift card. I like YouTube giveaways because, frankly, we're trying to grow on YouTube. And the projector did really well, but I don't want to do that right away, right? That seems a little... So give me some ideas. What do you think? And a good way to get Rochelle interested in doing more kids patterns is to tell us why we're not making an impact in the kids market. Like, I think it's because there are a ton of people in the kids market and a ton of pattern companies that focus on kids patterns. And so it's a little bit harder to break into that market. But there you go. All right, moving right along. The Sew Expo. Rochelle just went to one in Washington State. And as much as I love Rochelle, I didn't want to fly to Washington State in February. And so now we started talking about teaching a class there next year. And so I'm curious, do you guys go to the Sew Expo in your town? Do you, what's your favorite thing to see there? What kind of things do you look for when you're there? We would probably teach a class, but it would probably be basics focused. And I don't know. I'm just thinking it out loud. So ours is next weekend here in Atlanta. It's like my birthday weekend. I don't know if you know this, but the 8th is my birthday. So I'm just going to hint right now that next weekend, at some point, it might be Friday, but it might be Sunday, something exciting will happen other than me turning 41. What do you think it'll be? So keep a lookout. Pay attention to the newsletter maybe. And now I've got to come up with something, so pressure. No, just kidding. We usually do something once a year, and it'll be awesome. All right, so let me know what you like to see at the Sew Expo. If you're in the Atlanta area and you're going, let me know, because strength in numbers. The Zen Sewalong is next week. Hopefully you bought your fabric. Hopefully you're ready to participate. This one is sponsored by Sly Fox Fabrics, who have been amazing, even though we got like 4 final entries for the Meg dress. We are positive that more people are gonna take part in the Zen Pants, right? Because you asked for the Zen Pants, and that's why we're doing it. All right, so Zen Pants Sewalong, 9th through the 13th. Be there or be square, which I am square, but be there or not. Don't be. We'll still like you. Let's be perfectly honest. You can make Zen shorts. Maybe I should point that out. You can make Zen shorts. I have recently become, this is prestigious, y'all, watch out, an Amazon influencer. You know what? I used to be an Amazon affiliate, and I never made a dime. Not kidding. I think I linked every single product I've ever recommended, but they have like these funky rules to where like if you share it in a message or something beforehand, like you don't get credit. Well, unfortunately for me and Laura, we talk a lot and we bounce ideas, and I don't know. It was like the craziest thing. So now they've changed that opportunity, if you want to call it that, where you don't make any money, to now it's called Amazon Influencers. So as such, let me see if I can find the right button here. Why is this on my screen here? I'll bring this over here. Okay. Okay, well, apparently I can't find the right... Man. Anyway, I was trying to show you my storefront, but there's nothing there yet. So what this means is that now, when I mention what book I'm reading, because I like to, I will provide a link to our Amazon influencer storefront. See, if you call, here's what I learned yesterday, in case there's anybody out there who has their own business. If you look up Amazon storefront, seriously, yesterday was a really frustrating day. You will be led down this rabbit hole to where they think you want to sell products on Amazon. I don't want to sell products on Amazon. It was ridiculous. And all of a sudden I got to where like I needed a trademark for my brand. And this little voice was like, you're not in the right place. And so it was awful. It was so frustrating. I think Amazon wants me to have this. Maybe not. It was really, really frustrating. And finally it ended with like my kids eating frozen pizza for dinner because, it was so frustrating. So we really, it took me all day to figure out where to set it up. But now basically on the blog, when I'm like, hey, I found this on Amazon. The most recent thing I found on Amazon, which I don't have sitting here near me. It's in my drawer. I've actually been trying to put things away. It's kind of shocking. I bought zipper stops. I show you in the new sweatshirt jackets, somebody said, I'm really scared of zippers. So my job is to make you less afraid. So hold my hand and hear me when I say, you can sew this in. And then maybe you'll go and buy the Meg dress too. I'm telling you, the Meg dress is lovely. But I bought like a whole zipper repair kit just because I was kind of curious and because my husband is constantly breaking the zippers off his pullovers and whatnot. And we like to keep things until they die. True story. And so I bought that, and that's something that I would link to, right, in my storefront. So you can be on the lookout for that. We will probably have a little button on our website. It's just yet another way for us to put money back into 5 out of 4 to share our goodness. And you can always click on it and be like, wait, I know that Jessica and Laura and Rochelle and Ashley and Christy and blah, blah, blah. I know 5 out of 4 really enjoys this type of, I don't know, wash away wonder tape. I think that's in every single pattern, right? All right. Please don't be afraid of zippers. Give the jackets a chance. All right, moving right along. I've read a John Green book before, and the name is escaping me, but he does Vlogbrothers. If you've ever seen Vlogbrothers, I don't follow vlogs, but I've definitely run across him. He's incredibly informative. I've talked about it before. I started listening to The Fault in Our Stars, which is a movie that I've never seen. And I'm positive that it's sad. There's just no other way around it. And so I kind of held off because I'm not really at one with my feelings all the time. But then I started listening to it in the car, and I realized that the reason I keep coming back to John Green is because, first off, this sounds weird, but like I have one son, right? And he is just a happy kid most of the time. And when I hear John Green talk on Vlogbrothers and like his energy, I kind of think of him as my best friend, even though we've never met. And I kind of want to know him. And he's totally like that boy next door that you can talk to and, laugh with. And he always makes me laugh. So this book is like about a girl with, who's sick, right? But he's already making me laugh. And I'm like drawn to it. And I love it so much. So The Fault in Our Stars is what I'm listening to. And I'm still reading this book. Hopefully you can see it. It's really inspiring. I know I shared a little bit about it last week, and it's helping me like share my work more, which is also good, right? It's really pushing me. All right, let's see. I'm looking through all the comments, making sure. Amanda and I share a birthday week. I'm just saying. I love birthdays. It is like, I'm bad. I'm like, the day is all about me, people. I'm not so bad about Mother's Day, but like my birthday, and I don't need gifts. I just need food, like constantly. All right. Let's see what else we have. Invisible zippers. Oh, Crystal Johnson, hopefully you saw that comment about a invisible zipper video. That's cool. All right. Take time to answer that questionnaire if you have a hot minute. I would really appreciate it. I've gone through my entire list. I've overshared. What else is new? As always, thank you for being here. The 5 out of 4 community keeps growing. We really feel like the snowball has started to roll, and I really just need to like step to the side to make sure I don't get wiped out. We're excited. We have so much planning going on in the background, personal growth and development, excitement plans, exciting plans, not excitement, whatever. We have it all. Super excited. All right. Thank you for being here. Tune in next week. If you don't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you could give us a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be awesome sauce, and we would forever be your best friend. See you later.